How do you manifest money without working for it? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I personally manifest money without working for it. And something that's important to understand before I get into these techniques is that one of the biggest limiting beliefs that people have about attracting money is that it has to come through work, or that most of it has to come through work. So one of the first things I want you to focus on before we get into the techniques here is that money doesn't exclusively come through a job. Okay, a job is just one way that money can come, but money can come in many other ways. So you could manifest random checks in the mail. So this is something that happens to me a lot, where I'll get checks for overpayments. Like you paid too much for this copay, or you paid too much for this service, and they'll send me back a refund check that I paid too much and I had no idea that I paid too much. You can also find that you can attract money through things like inheritances. All right. So it's unfortunate that people die, right? But sometimes that does mean that money ends up in your pocket. You may find that you're able to manifest money through grants or through scholarships. You may find money laying on the ground. You may have investments that suddenly take off and are now paying lots of dividends your way. You could win lotteries. You could win raffles. Money can just literally fall out of the sky. And not everybody earns their income through working. Okay. So there are lots of people out there who get money in other ways. Okay. So maybe they have inherited money again from their family. Maybe they're married to somebody who's wealthy. Maybe they just stumbled onto something really big and now they don't have to work anymore. But there are lots of people who are attracting money who actually don't even have jobs. Okay. And so that's the first thing that I want to put in here, is that it is not true that you have to manifest money through a job. What's important to manifesting money isn't how it comes. Okay. It has more to do with your relationship towards money and whether or not you believe that money is near you, money wants to be in your pocket, and that you are a wealthy and abundant person. Okay, so these 3 strategies really tap into that vibration. They don't require you to work more hours, take on more work, sell more stuff, nothing like that. These are things that anybody can do to attract money without working for it. All right, so for our first strategy, this one has to do with itemizing the things that are around you. Now, a lot of times people focus on the dollars in the bank account. So when they try to think of, am I an abundant person or not, they qualify that based on how much money is in the bank. Now, for some people, there's a lot of money in the bank, and so that can be useful. Maybe you find that the bank doesn't have as much money in it as you would like. You can absolutely do this strategy to put you into the resonance of being somebody who is abundant. And so the simple thing that you do is that when you are in your home is best because there's usually a lot to work with. Maybe also in your car. You can also just do this like scanning through your person. But I want you to go through and itemize all the stuff around you. So for instance, if I was playing this game, I would sit here and think about, well, that camera I'm looking at right now, that one cost about $1,600. That's a $1,600 camera that I have. I have $1,600 sitting right over there. All right, that computer over there, that computer was several $1,000s. Okay, I have several $1,000s sitting right over there. I'm working in my office right now as I'm filming this, so I have a lot of technical gadgets all over the place. All right, so there's some lights over there. That light was about $50. Okay, so that fixture right up there, that fixture was a couple $100. Go around the room and look at all the things that you have and notice how much abundance is sitting around you in your home. You can also do it, like I said, on your person. Okay, so how much are the clothes that you're wearing? How much is the jewelry that you have on, or the watch that you have on, or the earrings that you're wearing? But the idea here is to get into the resonance that I am surrounded by abundance. A lot of times when people buy things, it's as if they view the money as being gone. I spent it and it's gone. Claim that money back. All right. And start to notice that you are currently surrounded by lots of money, lots of abundance, lots of value, lots of wealth. This is a really great thing to put you in the abundance of having, put you in the abundance of knowing that you are supported and knowing that you are abundant. And that's what's required to attract money to you. And again, it doesn't matter if you're employed or not. If you do this game, it's going to put you in the resonance of being someone who attracts more because you're focused on having more than you initially realized that you had. See, the problem that a lot of people have is that, again, they're focused on that they don't have. They don't have the money in the bank, therefore they don't feel wealthy. And when they have that feeling about them, they block money from coming in. But if you just notice all the stuff that you already have, you become a magnet for more of it. And so it could come through your job. You could get a sudden promotion. You might see that your spouse gets a sudden promotion. Or maybe again, an inheritance comes in the mail, a check comes in the mail. But what's going to happen is if you start to notice, I'm abundant right here and now, the law of attraction is going to reflect that back to you. All right, so go ahead and play the game with me now. You know, if you're at home, you'll hopefully have a lot of stuff to play with. If you're not, you can just do it kind of scanning your person, but take a moment and think about it. Add up the value that you see around you right now. How much do you actually have right here in front of you? It doesn't have to be your entire home. It doesn't have to be everything that you own, but just right here and now. What do you see? If it's just you and your person, add it all up. Go ahead and add all that stuff up and claim it. And if you would, go ahead and tell me about it in the comments. How much abundance did you find right now that is technically yours? All right, let's go ahead and jump into our second technique here to manifest money without a job, without having to work for it. And this is a technique that I love to do. I know I've mentioned it before on my channel, but it's been a little while. So I wanted to make sure to mention it again because it's just that powerful. It's something I do all the time, and it is practice spending. So for this technique, what I recommend that you do is I want you to find some money that you can carry around with you. Now, the more that you can carry around, the better, all right? But if you can find at least like $100, get like $100 and put it into your purse, into your wallet, and carry it with you. And you're not actually gonna spend the money, so you get to keep it. I'm not gonna make you spend it, but you're gonna practice spending it. And your goal is to spend that $100 as many times as you can throughout the course of the day. Okay, so when you're out and about, maybe you're at the grocery store and, you know, you see some lobster. You wouldn't normally buy lobster, but hey, I got $100. I could buy that right now with $100. You know, maybe you're at the mall and you see a shirt. It's a little more than you wanted to spend, but you're like, hey, I've got $100. I could buy that right now. Maybe you're already getting your nails done. Okay, you get your nails done and you weren't going to get a pedicure today because it was more than you wanted to spend. But in your mind, say, oh, you know what? I've got $100. I could buy that pedicure right now. But make it your mission to practice spending that $100 as many times as you can throughout the course of the day. Again, you don't actually have to spend it. This is an imaginary game, but it's an imaginary game that is super powerful and will draw more money to you in all different kinds of ways for a couple of reasons. One, you're practicing the vibration of spending. So you're getting used to the idea of letting go of money. And this is something that I talk about a lot in some of my other videos, that in order to be very abundant, you have to be comfortable with letting go. And so this enables you to practice that vibration of just letting money go easily. Okay, which is really important for allowing money to come back. The other reason that this is so powerful is that it puts you in the vibration of, I have money. I have $100. 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 You're saying this all day long. And this is counter to the way that so many people think about money. Oftentimes people think that I don't have enough money. I don't have enough for the bills. I don't have enough for that. What do you think? Money's made on trees. We can't buy that. And they focus on all the ways they don't have money. And if you're always focusing on the lack of money, money will always be in lack in your reality. So this game gets you to practice saying over and over and over and over and over, I have $100, 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 I have $100. And you're going to become a magnet for more money to reflect that. Okay. And so I love this game. Always be practicing spending money. Remind yourself, I've got money to spend. I could afford that. I can get that right now if I want. Just doing that will allow you to manifest more money, of course, without having to work for it. All right, I've got another technique here to help you manifest money without having to work for it. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, go ahead and turn on the handy little notification bell. I put out videos like this every single week, and I know you're going to love them. All right, here's another super, super easy technique. It's so easy, anybody can do it. You can do it right now, probably, provided that you have what you need with you, because you do need some stuff with you. And so for this technique, you do need some money, all right? You don't need a whole bunch of it, but you do need some money. And the technique is simple. I want you to practice handling your money and counting your money and doing it really on a daily basis, okay? And so, here's another side strategy, and I talk about this a lot on my channel, so I didn't want to make this a full bullet point because I have mentioned this quite a few times. But as a side strategy, I really do recommend carrying a lot of money on you. And so, in your wallet, in your purse, carry as much as you can. Okay. Now, some people are not going to be comfortable with carrying this much money, but I like to carry a lot of bills. Okay. A lot of bills on me. And as a side strategy, this is really helpful because you're in the vibration of always having money with you. Now, you may not be able to get your hands on this much, but get a dollar amount that you can comfortably put into your wallet. Now, the nice thing about this is that you can do the practice spending. Okay. You can do the practice spending with this money too. But what I want you to do is every single day, I want you to go into your wallet or go into your purse, and I want you to get out your money and I want you to practice counting it. Go through all of it. Another thing that I like to do is if I ever start to notice that the bills aren't facing, I'll go through and I'll face the bills. But I want you to get comfortable with handling money. Handling money is really good because this is a tactile way to focus on having where you physically have the money in your hands. This I found to be very, very helpful at breeding familiarity with money, comfort with money, getting over the idea that, you need to worry about losing your money or you have to be super careful with money. A lot of times people don't take their money out of the bank, so they don't even see it. They're afraid to touch it. They're afraid to look at it. They're afraid to leave it laying out. And so get some money around you, but practice counting it every single day. Maybe you've heard that they often say act as if. Okay, act as if in order to manifest, in order to attract. This is a really great way to act as if. Act as if you have money by playing with the money that you have. Focus on having it and playing with it and counting at it and looking at it. And that will make you more of a match to it. We get more of what we focus on. And handling and counting your money is an excellent way to focus on it. All right, now I've got 3 questions for you. Question number 1, did you like this video? Question number 2, did you learn anything interesting about manifesting in this video? And number 3, am I the type of personality that resonates with you? If you answered yes to all 3 of those questions, you may be a very good match for some of my Law of Attraction courses. Right now, I have 45 courses and downloads on all different types of manifesting topics. Some are really big, some are really small, all different kinds of things. If you like my content, you may really enjoy some of those downloads and courses. And so I'll go ahead and link up below all of those downloads and courses so that you can have a look at them and see if you are a good match. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my Law of Attraction test. If you would like to see for sure that you, yes you, really are the creator of your reality, I designed a very simple, very quick 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that is manifestingtest.com. I'll also go ahead and put the link to the test in the description, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how I manifest without having to work for it. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.